So that brings us to Abby, a character whose story feels like it was constructed on a bet. Like, hey, we're Naughty Dog. We're one of the most successful game studios in the world. Everyone seems to like our story, so let's challenge ourselves and do the most difficult thing possible. Let's get the players to loathe the character, just absolutely despise them. And then let's feed that rage for 10 hours of gameplay. But turn it all on its head, force the players to actually play as that character and use every trick in the book to make them come to empathize with them. And not only that, but we'll write it in a way that if they don't empathize with her at least a little bit, then they're the ones being hypocrites. Because she'll have become more morally defensible than any of the characters the audience likes. Okay, what do I mean by every trick in the book? Well, the first trick is itself the name of a book, Save the Cat, which is a book I have a lot of reservations about because it advocates for writing formulas, but is also famous for the Save the Cat idea, which is an early scene in a movie where the main character does something unambiguously good, or at least impressive, to get the audience on their side. So in Abby's first flashback, she saves a zebra. See, she's not so bad. The Save the Cat type of scene can sometimes be a little cheap, but it is effective.
Naming things is interesting. In some cases, naming something gives it power. In others, naming things takes away its power, because what you're doing is giving it a specific form and nature and self, which makes it more vulnerable to attack. But in this case, what is happening is something is being named in order to give it the illusion of power, the illusion that something important and meaningful is happening. Save the cat or kick the dog moments are everywhere. They are a basic tool of storytelling. You're showing a character either being a good person or a bad person, depending on how they treat another person or thing. The problem is, when that is all that you're doing, that's what I like to call a basic bitch moment in writing. Yeah, well done, whoop-de-fucking-do. You showed your character doing a nice thing in order to show the audience that they are a nice person. Want a cookie? You completed one of the most basic requirements of characterization. Is this person good or bad? Got anything deeper than that? No, you don't, because the writing is as shallow as a puddle, so you need to give the illusion that you've done a thing, guys, by naming it, by calling it a Save the Cat moment, giving it a neato, super important and official gold star, instead of calling it what it actually is. Basic fucking writing. Not good writing, and not bad writing either. Just basic. The truth is that you can actually go deeper with Save the Cat or Kick the Dog moments. In fact, you should, by showing your character's demeanour, show their dimensions, show the reasons why they save/kick in the way that they do. The hard-ass, no-nonsense warrior comes across a small bird with a broken wing and suddenly becomes a sympathetic, gentle figure to the bird, and only the bird, while he tends to its injuries. The shallow, bitchy mean girl suddenly gets over herself when presented with the injured bird. The competent, suave one who always knows what to do suddenly becomes flustered and panicked because they know that they should help the injured bird, but are unsure how to and are suddenly out of their comfort zone. You can actually do a lot of characterization if you give enough of a fuck to put in the work. This goes back to my last video of the themes just being tacked on and not being synergetic with the character and plot. It's the same with this. Save the Cat moment means nothing. It isn't relevant. It doesn't have anything to do with the plot or themes. Nothing is set up or paid off. It just exists because the writer is a hack who needs to tack something on to trick you into thinking that the character is a good person. It's garbage.